Hello viewers, this is Amanda and I'm going to flip through my two 3x8 Ali Edwards green linen albums. Okay, so for 2020 I will be using two of these puppies because as you can see, one is already quite full with just about 15 days worth of foundation pages. So my second album will get quite full with the second 15 days. I hope, that's the plan. So 15 and 15 days worth of documenting in December. I do the 1st through the 31st. In past albums, I've done November week, like Thanksgiving week in November, also in my December daily, but I've decided against it this year. I'm gonna start on the 1st, end on the 31st, and have a good time with that. So I'm gonna start with my first December daily, volume 1 of the 2. And when you open up, as you can see, this has been pretty popular on my Instagram. I have the word December using Felicity Jane die cut alphas. I feel like these are 2.5 inches tall by like an inch wide or an inch and a half wide. And I had this idea when I saw them to put this in my album, but never expected them to fit literally so perfectly. So love how that came out. This was a page where I used puffy paint to create white puffy stars, and then I stapled those white puffy stars, as you could see with a tiny attacher, on a plastic transparency sheet and slipped that sheet with the stapled stars into a pocket page. And this was the first craft I did in December daily. I think I did it back in September, so I knew it was what I kind of wanted to lead my album with, right? But I could always take this out and move this around if I change my mind. So my title page says 2020 Zampelli Rowinski, because that's my last name, my boyfriend's last name, and then volume 1 with the 1 kind of split in between the word volume. Yeah, and this was a digital, the background was a digital Paisley Press page that I switched the color around and made it fit my album. And now these colors of this December, like since no matter what page I turn, you're gonna see it, the whole rest of the color of my album is kind of dictated by these colors here. And also I want to note that because of the green album, which like green is not my favorite color, it's not something I chose on my own, but because Ali Edwards 3x8 album was this nice green color this year, I incorporated green so far more than I ever would have on my own, right? So use what kind of you're working with. Like for example, this tree paper clip, right, matches nicely. So this is my reason why kind of spread. So I have our picture, our initials in stars, and then my reason why, our dates are here. And now I kind of based this off of, again, another Paisley Press digital. So I want to take this time to show you that I downloaded a lot of Paisley Press's 3x8 digital pages, and I kind of printed out for myself this like flip through template of them so that once I come to a page that I need to create, I could kind of flip through these and pick and choose which one might work. And I put my notes, as you can see, in pencil, like I scribble on them. So I like having this like flip through board kind of what I could use in my December daily album at any given time. Yeah, like I love this grid that I can just insert photos. This one I know I'm gonna use in my album, but I have this booklet here so that anytime I have a page I'm ready to create with photos, I can use it alongside something like this, which I created in advance as kind of like a play with product type thing. So yeah, best parents ever, me and my boyfriend Tom, my cats, and they're my reason why pretty much, okay? And so as you can see, for day 1, I'm going to adhere this down, and this was a page that I made based on product play. It's kind of like a flip open, and I already know the story, so making brand new holiday memories is the sticker I put on. The ribbon I chose for this album is this nice like soft gold kind of glitter ribbon, so you'll see that throughout my album. I try to keep things consistent with colors and stuff like that. So day 2, I have planned to use these 2x2 pocket pages. As you can see, I set up some things I might want to include either in the pockets or on the page, and then I'll probably put a full photo here, a full photo here to cover the black. I don't use much black and white in this album so far. Don't know why. It's just, like I said, this kind of dictated the color scheme for me, like these nice light greens and soft warm reds, this like goldish yellow, and then the soft gray behind. So this dark black and white I really didn't want to include in the album, so I'm probably going to cover this up. But I created this page by printing with my laser printer on vellum. This was some star designs I got from Ellie Edwards' site, and then using the mink that I got, this nice rose gold foil to create this page. I put a 3 here. I'm thinking of using this page for the 3, but if I change the day, I could always peel that off. And I also have this nice currently 3x8, which I might add here, but I also have a flip up here to use if I need it. Don't know yet what's gonna go here, but I do have day 4's design here. And what I like about this too is I took a lot of inspiration from Ellie Edwards, this year, but you know, I spent a lot of the past few months looking like a psycho through all her YouTube channel page constructions, right? So this was one she did kind of like last year in her 4x6 album, where she stamped a bunch of big numbers, but then the number of the day she did in embossing. So that's gold embossing, and again these nice mint numbers. And then what I did is I bought a lot of her full page 6x8 transparencies, but here's one that I trimmed, and as you can see I made it 3x8, so I was able to slip it in the pocket with my stamped design. So now it looks like a nice glitter snow effect on top of there. This holiday checklist folds out. So what I like about the 3x8 is people always say, oh, it's too little, but you can include any size page as long as you like fold it and create a flip out. So I really like how this turned out. I think I'll be filling this out throughout the month, just a fun kind of check-in, like workbook style. I really, as you could see, if you've watched past December dailies, like I really played this year, and I never really created foundation pages like this. So this was an exciting adventure for me to do this year too. Okay, so I have my holiday checklist, maybe a full page photo here. All right, so I'm thinking this might be day 5, so I'd put like a 5 here. But the way that I constructed this page was, this was an Ellie Edwards grid transparency. They say time flies and baby it's true. That's a lyric from Ingrid Michaelson's Happy Happy Christmas song. So the lyrics go, happy, happy Christmas, love the ones who love you. They say time flies and baby it's true. So happy, happy Christmas to you, right? So I put that on the transparency. I stamped and embossed with white these bird stamps from Kelly Perky's kit last year on this vellum kind of marbled thing. And then I have this nice pink, soft pink and yellow to kind of match again this for my background. And I'm thinking I can put like a photo here or some journaling, you know. It would probably be like a journaling piece like that that's behind all this graphic stuff with a full page photo for day 5. So that's what I'm thinking for day 5 at this point, but you know, I didn't attach any numbers, so I can switch it around, move it around. I really love these mint chipboards that I've had forever. I think I got them from Studio Calico, but I just put the number 6 here to use for 6 if I'd like. This page really jazzes me like crazy. Again, something from Ellie Edwards' past last year 4x6 album that she did is she adhered all the gold, so she reversed it. So her number for her day was in the white and all the rest of the numbers were in gold, and I flipped it for this page for day 7. I made all of the white kind of the peripheral numbers and the 7 in gold foil chipboard, right? So this will be for my day 7. And then this is another example. This is an Ali Edwards digital from this year, December Delights Around the House. So I'm planning for day 7 to include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 images from around the house, right, to go for day 7. So and again, this is printed as like a template to remind me, but I can go in and know that this is what I'm doing on day 7. So yeah, so foundation pages this year for me are really like driving me super crazy in a good way. Like, I just love that this is set up. It's setting me up for success. It's going to let me get it done by January 1st. And I love everything about that. Plus, with all this craziness this year has brought, I needed to play. Like, you're noticing that everywhere. Like, I glue and staple and stamp and texture paste, and you'll see it all. But another thing I want to note about the 3x8 size is that people are so afraid it's too small, but the smallness allowed me to have more freedom in using supplies, because I knew I was using supplies on half the amount of surface area space I would as then I would have been using as a 6x8, right? So with a 6x8, I would have had a whole nother half to adorn, but because this is the smaller size, I can adorn something like this without the guilt of using up all my supplies, if that makes sense. So I've been loving that about this size too, is that I feel I could jam a lot of supplies on one page because the page is not as big as it would have been in a 6x8, right? So anyway, that's my ramble for that, but I just wanted to share that piece of knowledge that I've gained from this size so far with you. So for day 8, I know I'm going to use this felt 8 and either, put embellishments where the circles would be, maybe include it right, punch it and include it right on the rings. And when I flip it, have like an image here. I love this Fa La La gold foil card from Kelly Perky Shop from last year, kind of paired with it, but I don't know yet how I'm going to use it. So 8. Okay, so 9 and this nice Wednesday printout, because I know December 9th is a Wednesday. And then here's more of those mint chipboard letters, the way that the 6 was. And I don't know, maybe thinking of, coordinating these two kind of embellishments together for day 9, but we shall see. And then I made this nice pattern paper tree that I've seen in one of the product pay classes. I believe it was Crystal Indunyate, is that how you say her name? Where she put a brad here and then the tree kind of swiveled. So I don't know if that's something I'll do, but it's a possibility. And I made this tree based off that lesson from her. And I think I'm gonna pair this tree with day 10. And last year Ali did, and I emulated and was inspired by her. She did I'm loving 10 things I'm loving on day 10. And she had stickers such as this. Then I used them last year in my album for last year. And I'm thinking day 10 this year will also be a list of 10 things I'm loving. And again, this came from this pack from Ali Edwards, the Holiday Cheer cards, where it's just a deck of cards, and on one side it has like cute little kind of bucket list items you could do for December. So this one is make a gratitude list of all the best and hard parts of the season. So I'm thinking of using that on this page because my list, right, will be kind of 10 things of gratitude or something. So I kind of paired all this together. Nothing really here, but I have this nice striped transparency, foil striped transparency paired with this wine and champagne and like drink paper. So maybe day 11 will be just kind of a cheersing by the tree kind of day. So we'll see for day 11. Day 12, I have this nice rose gold foiled 12 that came with the mink. It was like a mink product. So I have the 12 there. I always feel like 12 is a kind of a special day, more so than the others, because it's like the halfway mark in my mind, and like 12 days of Christmas and 12, 12, 12. It's a lot of like positive connotations with 12. So I kind of liked this special number for it. And then this was a page in Product Play that I created. It kind of folds out to a circle and then it flips up so I could add journaling and a photo on this day. I'm thinking of using this for day 12. And some templates to use, you know, once I'm like a tab and the template for my photo if I need to cut it. And then I have here just some gold foil stickers and the 15 because this album is going to go up to day 15. And I really liked from Felicity Jane how this 15 number looked. So I'm planning on using it for day 15. So I just included it here so I don't forget it or have to look for it on the actual day. And then, yeah, just some other things. This nice die cut, but first all the coffee, probably pairing it with, you know, something from Starbucks, my first red cup, right, that I got, and pairing it, yeah. Also, this trim came from Amazon, right? So this nice lightweight ribbon with the pom-poms, and I think it works perfectly in my December daily. And then these were also digital designs from Ali Edwards, these hearts. And I included them here because I'm probably for day 13 or 14 or something going to print some out, make pages of hearts, either journal, handwrite, or digital on there. So that's a possibility for a page that I wanted to include as well. And then I just have some more pages. And so this bird was in an old Snap album, but I kind of love him. And I'm thinking about, you know, I haven't glued him down yet, but I'm thinking about adhering him to the back cover so that he's always kind of peeking at my album, right? So I don't know, like I always feel like I try to feel out intuitively and craftily like how I want my album to feel, what themes I want it to focus on, and again, just play and funniness and hilarity. So this kind of reminds me of like a partridge in a pear tree, even though I think it's a pigeon, but I just love the idea that this like wonky bird is peeking over all my pages. So I'm thinking of including him as well. So that's going to be days 1 to 15 so far. And then of course, you know, my second album is going to be days 16 through 31. And I'm planning on putting, you know, another December here, same kind of way. I'm also planning on saying 2012, like this is just going to be a copy of the title page in the first one, but I haven't gotten around to putting the flat letters there yet. And then this was, as you saw when I flipped, this was a paper from Paisley Press, that's a digital, but I just pulled the colors from, you know, this Felicity Jane letter set and ombre'd it as a background in Photoshop, right? This takes a little design technical skill, but I love how that turned out because she had it as just a black and white paper, but as you can tell, black and white's not really part of my color scheme this year. These were die cut letters, black die cut letters that I took a cue from Ali Edwards in the Product Play 4 class that she put out this year, where she painted over die cut words and then used texture paste and a stencil to create this 3D effect. And I've never used texture paste before, and it's like my new favorite. So this is Tim Holtz Ranger texture paste. I believe I got it on Amazon, and these stencils I got on scrapbook.com. So those two paired together created this nice, fun, you know, insert, which I'm obsessed with. And Felicity Jane has these acetate pop-ins. They're really high quality, but that's what I stuck this to. So this is like an adhesive part of it, and I just stuck the FUN, so now it turns on this acetate piece. This is a nice transparency I had in my stash that I included. It kind of looks like poinsettias to me. The Best Day, another transparency, which I'm planning on putting over like a full page photo image of the best day. And then this was another Product Play item from Ali Edwards' Product Play class, where she trimmed a transparency and made it like a window door open flip up. So I plan on putting probably a photo back here or some journaling back here, but I love how that turned out. And I had it flip with this nice gold washi tape. And then again, because I'm in a smaller size, the rest of this transparency, I just slipped right in a 3x8 pocket, along with this doing my best kind of card, because I feel like this was a big theme of my year so far and will be in my December. We might be going to the Hamptons in December at some point, so I'm thinking this like countryside Hamptons, you know, foresty motif might be good for like my story of us going to the Hamptons. Or I might use this spread to talk about my fake rose gold Christmas tree and how I definitely didn't get it from like a forest. So that's how I'm thinking this page will be used, but we'll see. A die cut element from Kelly Perky, just a cute little December tag that I put here because it kind of plays off the light blue nicely here. Okay, then I'm planning on doing like a full page spread for a day with then this flip open heart that I created from Product Play, as well as the next day like inserted in the middle. So I'm planning on using this heart probably for a simple, you know, journal about the day photo, and it's right here in between another's day's worth of spread. Okay. Then I have this nice 20, Ali Edwards designed this digital page with this big 20 and then a list of 20 things. And I was thinking, I put these Post-its here because I'm thinking of listing my 20 favorite, you know, songs to listen to at the holiday. And that's what I have so far, but I might use this 20 thing differently, maybe 20 random things from the year that were my favorite. Not sure, but I love that I have, you know, the printed out easy template here to remind me that on day 20 I want to do that. So I don't have anything for 21, 22 yet, but I loved that day 23 was kind of this constructed pocket kind of thing. So I'm gonna create something on these tags, and I cut out and adhered this plastic pocket page insert, and this is a vellum foiled card that Kelly Perky designed last year, and I loved how it kind of looked over the tags. So for day 23, I'm just thinking of telling that story. Day 23, you know, I'll be home for Christmas is kind of predicting what, you know, Christmas Eve and Christmas will be. So I like that sentiment here. And again, lots of light pastel, that pastel pink and yellow paper, lots of white and gold in this album, and rose gold kind of accents to play on. But I love how that came out, right? Again, with my mink, made the background stars. And then this is probably my favorite thing, and this will be my download, my free download that I supply to you. So I created this grid page because Tina Azimus last year in her zine that she sold for Christmas had this kind of grid set up with all of these prompts. Like most of these prompts are from that page in Tina Azimus's zine from last year, but I took it and made these 3x8 kind of inserts, right, that you could have, where like all throughout the month, I can find a snippet of a greeting card, put it here, a piece of a coffee cup, right? So I could cut out this piece and put it in this square, the number for the date, for today's date in December. So I'm planning on this being my December 26th page spread, because usually in December, the 26th, the day after Christmas, is just like a couch potato vegetable day. So I love that I can work on this spread all throughout December and know that on the 26th, when I'm a vegetable, you know, at home doing nothing, I don't have to come up with a story. The spread for the story is already here, and I've been building on it through the month. So this grid I'm going to make available as a free download just for watching this video and visiting my website. So you can find it on my foundation pages blog post, which I will link to the bottom of this video, so you can get this grid for yourself. And as you can see, I first printed it out in black and white, but as we've been talking about, not much of my album is a black and white motif this year, which surprised me because I'm all about the black and white. But because my album's green, I've been using this like green as the staple color, right? So that's what I'm thinking for day 26. And this was a transparency from Ali Edwards that I just included here because I liked the little bit of, you know, Christmas holly tied in, but I don't know if I'll keep it there. We'll see. And then the rest of my album is just, you know, filler, and this is for New Year's Eve kind of a theme, and I love this gold foil confetti, so I'm planning on that for day 31. But that's all I have so far, and I'm calling it good as done. I don't have a design or a spread in mind for every single day in December so far, but that is okay because I have all these Paisley Press digitals and digitals from Ally and other places that if I don't have anything ready for the day, I can always just go to one of these and just get it in a page protector, right? I feel like I have enough craftiness from the past weeks of prepping to get me through the month. And I also have things like this, which, cards just ready to tie in with my color scheme, and I could always pull out and use as well. Okay, so thanks for viewing. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to share. That was it. I can't wait to start December Daily this year with you, see what all of you are creating, and I love this community and sharing. So thanks for stopping by. You can always head to my blog to see more, or my Instagram to see more, and grab yourself one of those grids free downloads that I created. I think that's it. Bye, guys.